Log recording 5:01 in the morning, West Coast time, Sunday morning, June 9th, 2024. Open air log, I think, to people, I guess. I'll be sending it out to many, I guess. I don't know what to expect when I picked up started picking up on the news reports, and I saw something on CNN earlier this morning about slide happened yesterday. Kind of freaked me out a bit. And I was trying to talk about that in the other video, and right now I'm feeling oogie. Nervous, excited, terrified at the same time, and totally bewildered. Totally bewildered. Just how much geology I really don't know, and how much observational science I need more of. I really didn't have too much to say about things this morning, though, but when I was starting to see something about geology, I'm talking about rock slides, I'm talking about this thing happening over here, it's like, oh boy. Shout out to Artist in Recovery, Daryl. Morning, dude. Shout out to Bo, their fifth columnist, trying to stay in other news without staying into science. I tell you, I still needed a major in science, but man, there was other science classes I needed to get into, and me dealing with chemicals is not the thing I wanted to get into. I'll tell you that much. Man, chemicals don't mix. It's not that I'm going to turn into a bad scientist. I'm afraid of burning things and burning myself. Thank you very much. But I don't mind learning things from a book or observational science or even taking field trips into areas just to see what was going on. While you were talking about your drug days there, Daryl, I was trying to study stuff in college. Well, having breakdowns left and right, and not to mention going to video games and having a bash or two. I really did not want to take things. I did not want to deal with things. What am I doing? It's just tearing me apart left and right, scaring the crap out of me sometimes. And it still does. More and more news I gather, and not just from social media, but from corporate media. But some things will roll across, and I'll just have to get myself involved. Just have to get myself looking at things. And I'm thinking, holy crap, this world is really changing, ain't it? It's not the political landscape, and it's not the geopolitical crap we're dealing with. It's not the human crap. It's the physical stuff. Stuff that we're changing, but also rearranging and terrifying everybody. The other video I was showing you, dude, was also reminding me of the stuff out here in California. Our weather's being affected too. In the past 3 or 4 weeks, we already had about 3 or 4 fires happening in the Antelope Valley here. Can I point you to the direction of Google Maps again? Kindly go over to your tab, Mr. Daryl, Artist in Recovery, and type out the Google Maps. And when you get your own general location, type in Rosamonda, California, or just type out Antelope Valley, California, and you'll see the wedge. Or if it's easier enough for you, just go to California, see the wedge down below in the Southern California region, and take a gander at the thing. You'll see home sweet home. Because of the drought that we actually had and the water that we actually got inundated with, a lot of rainstorms, people are going, yay! I'm thinking, oh shit, here we go again, dude. Because I see soil creep coming up, I see landslides coming up, and we've already had one lasting for several months, almost a year already. Down on the coastline of California heading towards San Diego, that's a nice, lovely stretch, don't you think? Stretch of Highway 1, Pacific Coast Highway. We also have a rail area out there. Well, in a section called San Clemente, somewhere in that section, that area had been collapsed. I'll show you this one here, dude. Type out San Clemente and just get a wide shot when you actually have Carlsbad down below in Oceanside, Mission Viejo up north, and Huntington Beach to the top portion of it. I want you to look at the. Actually, it's probably Highway 5, I think, part of it, but still scares the hell out of people. Right along this area, we have the Amtrak running, the Pacific Surfliner. Normally, it would get over down to San Diego, but they'd have sections of this thing slid. I don't know which particular area, but I do know that's scaring the hell out of people in this section here because of the of all the crap happening with the slides and stuff. I need to hit that one in the search engine. I need that one. Give me a second here, pal. Give me a second here. Okay, wait a second. Okay. Okay, Southern California, landslide works for me. I'm trying to get the where it's been located. Montecito, flow slides, landslides. Conchita. Yeah, because there's certain areas over here that they're having major slides on. Trust me, you don't want to go through this shit. You really don't. What was it? Highway? Okay, what do we got? How long ago was this picture? Oh, crap. Highway 1. Oh, that's Northern Cal. Yeah, Highway 1 that goes right along the coastline, heading north. It's terrifying. It's Monterey County. That's Northern Cal. I wanted Southern Cal. Only because we still have, what was it, a Montecito slide? No, it couldn't have been a Montecito. No, not Montecito. Come on. It had to be more than that. What the hell was this on that news? That's a year ago. Fontana. No, that wasn't it. Where the hell was it at? I know it was right along the damn coastline. Come on. Let's see. I need. Put you on pause. Sorry about that. I was trying to search for news records. That was for AP on this one here. There's stories back in 2022 and 23 when we actually had some of the rains happening, and it was between Orange County and San Diego in that section where Amtrak was facing shifting tracks and they had to shut services down over there. And they're coming up with new proposals of having a long tunnel or a short tunnel, but burrowing through the mountainside to get to one point to another because of the shifting landscape. What I was trying to indicate in the other video that I'll send a link over to you on this one here, pal. It's not just global warming. I don't know what else is causing it. I mean, I'm not God, and I'm not a guru when it comes down from being a major scientific nerd on this one here, but it still scares the hell out of me about what these things are happening. I know that fire can cause degradation in hillsides. You take out the deep-rooted systems, plants that are still living, and you take out the life force out of them when everything else on the top is burned. We may have seeds in there, but it'll take about 10 to 20 years, hopefully enough to get a strong enough root system to hold the ground together. But the problem is when you kill off the life on top, I'm talking about plant life at this point with the deep root systems. When we have the rains, there's nothing to hold the ground together. Nothing. It's every time we actually had forest fires, we had slides afterwards, months later. The ground was just not capable of absorbing the water because there was no plant life to hold it together to absorb that moisture into itself, into its roots, to hold, you know. There was a KTLA Channel 5 article about San Clemente landslide sends boulders onto tracks stalling passenger train service. This was dated back in January of this year. You got to see this one. Took out a pedestrian bridge right above the tracks. And there are homes in danger in the area. Holy shit. Yeah, well, imagine how I feel every time I keep saying this stuff. I know this is not my territory, but come on. This is terrifying stuff, dude. I mean, you hadn't been through this kind of shit before, and I hear it all the time, so I'm seeing effects of it all the time. We have a canyon, Topanga Canyon out here in the West Coast, between San Fernando Valley and Malibu Canyon area, Pacific Coast Highway. So if you're still on Google Maps, my friend, check out Malibu, and I'll show you. Yeah, for right now, I'm just looking at some stuff that's trying not to scare the living crap out of me. I can't help it. Because every time I keep saying stuff like this, it's scaring the hell out of me. Knowing that some of these homes out in San Clemente are going to get swallowed up by by geology. Sometimes I say ignorance is bliss. It's a double-edged sword, dude. It's a double-edged sword. That book. Yeah, it's getting lighter outside. Okay, Malibu, Malibu. Dana Point. Dana Point. Hang on. There are stories I read about Dana Point having issues. Holy crap. Yeah, there was issues on that shit. The problem with people making homes on land on the cliff sides, they think it's going to be eternal. We are too stupid human beings, I swear to God. Say goodbye to it all. Into the water it goes. Time, pressure, liquid. Say goodbye to the community of Dana Point. Into Zivata. Ignorant bastards we all are. Don't know our ass from a hot rock. And if we did, ignorant bastards we are, because we still don't know our ass from a hot rock. Oh, I'm so hip this morning, aren't I? Okay, where the hell am I at? Laguna Beach! That's not where I wanted to go. Emerald Bay. No, that's not where I wanted to go. Where the hell am I at? Where the fuck am I? Oh, okay, Laguna Beach. Shit, that's still Orange County. Gravity, give me LA County. Get me past all this stuff. Here we go. Okay, this story. I'll show that one I tell you when I get a chance. Okay, Manhattan Beach, Marina Del Rey. Rancho Palos Verdes. Well, if it's this close side and nobody's got homes on there, okay, good. But after that, forget it. Collapse into the sea. Into the sea you go. Okay, here we go. Malibu. Okay, we look for Topanga State Park. Found it? I hope so. Okay, let's show you some. Malibu Canyon Road. It goes all the way from the coastline and goes into Calabasas and Woodland Hills. How about that one? Calabasas, Woodland Hills. Intersection. There's a particular section of Topanga that got a landslide in there. And they shut it in the. It was shutting down the whole place for several months. Rains came earlier this year, and the ground had already been oversaturated with rains prior to that, but also with the water table being more than what the soil can handle, and not enough growth in there to hold it down. What is in the ground and above you? Whee! And it collapsed. It just totally collapsed the road out there. So they took months. Caltrans had been working on overtime, clearing out the roads out there, dude. They finally got it opened, but they still need more work out there. But at least they got some traffic going through it. And they say they're going to try securing it. I don't know how the hell they're going to be able to secure that, to tell you the truth. I gotta tell you the tragic history about my territory here in Southern California. We're pros to fires, floods, earthquakes, landslides. You get the fires, we get the rains, we get the mudslides, we get the soil creep, we get landslides. If there's so much instability happening on top and there's not enough to hold the water in the ground, God, it's depressing as hell. Especially when you depend upon a few roads trying to get over to Malibu area. Well, we got businesses out there. People live all along that area. What can I say? Every so often, dude, when it gets crazy and we get the area so dry, it makes everything brittle. We'll get the water, but then we get the intensive heat, and it dries up the vegetation. What do we got? Perfect for fires. Every frickin' year. Speaking of which, I'm jumping back to the Antelope Valley. Yeah, I'm getting depressed. God blast it. Oh, God. Oh, you'd think it's just one dry desert area, and maybe if you look at it above, maybe it looks like it. But there are huge areas that actually have vegetation that are perfect for fires. They even destroyed a solar farm we actually had out here in the west end of Rosamond, California. Areas that were supposed to be bringing in electricity, that's going to be curtailed because we actually had a fire out there. I think we got a fire bug, dude. I really do. We already had a few sections away from people that actually had been burned. One seemed to be an accident, but the others I'm not quite so sure of. So it does make me nervous as hell. Can I show you something again? Can I show you Home Sweet Home? Please. United and Rosamond, right next to Edwards Air Force Base. Rosamond is the street that runs from the air base all the way to the west, extended. And United is the border, well, just about anyway. But you notice the ground out there. If you get the maps a little closer and you're on the satellite, not the topographies, but just looking at the get close enough, you get to see patches and patches of burnable material. We get desert winds about 30 to 40 miles per hour. I call it desert breezes. But enough of that wind will blow that stuff all over the place. And that's what I get worried about. I got dirt bikes going all over the place. During the weekend, be getting up right about now, getting themselves a good breakfast. And before it gets even hotter, because we're going to be pushing triples again, or just about, they're going to be back out there again. We're getting close to July 4th, dude. Fuck. These guys are ultra patriotic. They want to blow the whole place up or put it on fire. Some neighbors are complaining about it, and others just want the whole place to burn down, apparently, just to celebrate Independence Day. So let's destroy the whole entire landscape of the town while we celebrate Independence Day. It's bad enough dealing with natural disasters as it is, deal with fires and floods. Once in a great while, during the summertime, we will get storm systems coming in. We will get lightning and thunder. I mean, it's spectacular to take a look at, but sometimes it scares the hell out of me. If it strikes the ground where there's enough foliage out there and we're not getting enough water in that area, oh boy. Some people say we don't have global warming. Yeah, right. But we've had these kind of situations happen prior. Or maybe it was just happening more and more, and we didn't even bother to take a look at it and understand it and acknowledge it. And it scares me that looking at my own neighborhood outside my complex on the east side of us, I got no escape pattern, dude. I got no. I have no way of running out of here. Show you something else. The west end of the complex. There's a church. There's grassy. There's brushy scrub area. There's a row of trees. And then there's a more scrub area. It extends, oh, maybe 1,000 yards or more to trailer homes. Fire. Of course, you got regular homes. This is area could be developed. And the problem is it's damn scary out there because it will happen. And that's what terrifies me. Fire on the left, fire on the right. And then across the street from my apartment complex, I got more trailer homes. Each year, we've been having some of these older buildings out here, the trailer homes, getting torched left and right. You ever been in a trailer home before? At one time, for about a year, I called myself trailer trash because I lived in a trailer home. But it was a roof over the head, so I couldn't complain as much. Unless, of course, you can consider what kind of a fire trap the damn thing is in the first place. So yeah, I got trailer homes across the street, and they're going to be fire fire pits and all over the place. Scares the hell out of me. It does. I never realized that living in the desert could be so frickin' terrifying. Bad enough dealing with the Mojave snakes up north. Maybe we get some tarantulas. We're going to have more scorpions. I'm constantly on the lookout for those monsters. But the major thing I look out for is human stupidity. We're getting closer, as I said before, to July 4th. It's going to happen. We're going to have another fire going on. And if they continue out in the west, it's all right. But if it happens in the east, that's when I panic. Gee, I hope your day is going to be going okay, because, yeah, it's Sunday. It's Sunday, boys and girls. To put me in a good day for this week. Oh, yeah, you try and have yourself a good one. I'm not quite sure about me,